We're here in the southern district of Grand Bahama and an area called Williamstown. And typically, under regular circumstances, there's typically a walkway here with sand, but since the storm is coming really soon, the high rise is definitely rising. And I'm here also with Gail Woon, who is a specialist when it comes to high sea levels. Can you tell us what this means for Grand Bahama?
Well, we're going to be experiencing something called a king tide on Monday. And so because the hurricane is going to be here for over a 24-hour period, we're going to experience tidal changes. So that's going to, unfortunately, make the storm surges worse because king tides are abnormally high tides.
So Gail, for persons that live in these areas such as Williamstown and Tino Beach and Smiths Point, Marktown, Pinnis Point, what advice would you give these persons right now?
Honestly, I would tell them to get out now, get to a shelter, batten down your house, but do not stay on the shoreline. They're forecasting up to 15-foot storm surges, 15-foot waves, and you see how high the water is now. 15 feet is higher than us, and so they need to get out of the house because it is life-threatening.
And you've been around, you've lived through numerous hurricanes, you mentioned about it. And so with those experiences, how bad can it actually get with this being a Category 5 storm?
We have never had a Category 5 of this magnitude that will be forecasted to stay as long as this one is, up to 2 days, 48 hours, 50 hours, and plus 150 plus winds. It would be a true test to our architecture, our structures, but I would admonish people to please get to a shelter if you can, because 15 feet is higher than your house. If that water comes through and you're inside your house, you're not going to get out.
Again, for those persons that aren't able to get to shelters, please do so as soon as possible, because right now it's kind of early. But towards the end of the night, around 6-7 p.m., it would be definitely too difficult to try and get up your house. So the instructions now is to get out as soon as you can, or else it could be devastating.
Exactly. After 7 p.m., we're going to be in the hurricane force winds, and that's upwards of, as we said, 150 plus miles an hour. I don't even think you could drive a car in that. So please get out now, get to a safe area.
And you can see the tide is definitely rising as we speak. So be careful, Grand Bahamians, be careful. The storm is coming. Back to you in studio, Shishina.